The Santa Ana Wildlife Refuge is one of 3 wildlife refuges in South Texas and is one of the most hallowed places for bird watchers and wildlife enthusiasts. Over 150,000 visitors a year flock to this area to see this unique habitat. Nancy Brown, public outreach specialist for the refuge, is concerned the border wall will disrupt the wildlife population and disturb the fragile ecosystem.
Santa Ana is one of actually 3 national wildlife refuges here in the most southern tip of Texas. We have 2 others, one of which is the Lower Rio Grande Valley National Wildlife Refuge, and the other is Laguna Atascosa National Wildlife Refuge. The Lower Rio Grande Valley Refuge is the one that is slated to get the border fence. The Lower Rio Grande Valley National Wildlife Refuge has about 70 miles of riverfront property, and so the expectation is that this proposed border fence could impact anywhere from 60 to 75% of the refuge. Whether it's directly on us or not, the impacts to wildlife are going to be significant in that it is going to, there's going to be a loss of habitat. This area is located where the Central and the Mississippi flyways meet. Those birds are going north and south, and they don't want to fly over the Gulf of Mexico, and they don't want to fly over the desert, so they funnel right through here. So we get species of birds here, in not only tremendous numbers, but in incredible diversity as well. And then to add to that, you've got these species who have reached their northernmost point of migration here, that are coming from South America up, and they kind of reach the tip here of their northern migration, and so you can see birds here you can't see anywhere else, like the green jay, the chachalaca, the great kiskadee. You can't see those anywhere else in the United States other than in South Texas. So we've got this incredible biodiversity, and it is encompassed in these 3 national wildlife refuges. One of the concerns of the border fence, or the proposed border fence, is that whenever they place this fence in these certain areas, what it's going to do is it's going to offset that traffic, that human footprint, where it used to be sort of spread out across the valley. It's now going to be funneled into these areas. For instance, here at Santa Ana is not proposed to get the border fence, but we're very concerned about the indirect impacts to Santa Ana because the areas adjacent to it are. So naturally, those immigrants are going to come through Santa Ana, which is going to increase the footprint. It's just going to make it that much more difficult to manage and maintain for wildlife.